Hi, my name is Manuel Marthal, host of Life of a Filmmaker and Photographer. I'm an up-and-coming filmmaker photography. Come and walk with me as I navigate through this filming industry and watch me make it to the top. See you soon.
I'm back. I need you guys to stand up. Put the number one finger and acknowledge me. This is our 5th year anniversary of this damn podcast. I need you guys to rise up again. Stand. Acknowledge me. I'm going to let this song play now. Yes! Feel the power! It's time to level up. 5 years in the making. 5 years. To another 5 years, you guys. To another 5 years. 82K. Acknowledge me. Feel it. I'm getting goosebumps right now, you guys. Oh, yes. 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 Level up. Life of a Filmmaker and Photographer. Volume 2. Yes. 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 I'm on God mode. Yes. God mode. Yes. Greatness on a different level mode. That's what God mode means. Yes. Yes. I know you guys missed me. Oh, yes. I know you guys feeling me. Yes. Goosebumps. Oh. 5 years of making this podcast on today's date. This is the 5th year anniversary of Life as a Filmmaker, you guys. 5 years. Where's my day one loyal subscribers at? The people who was there for the very first episode. Where you guys at? I love you guys. I love you guys, man. I gotta catch my breath, y'all. I've been meaning to do this. Yes. I was gonna do a show, a podcast show right before this one. But I was like, no. I'm gonna do the podcast. Then my next podcast episode on my 5th year anniversary. Yeah. This is season 5, episode 1. Oh man, can you guys believe it? 5 years already? You guys been with me since 2009, June 19, June 19, 2019. 5 years. What y'all think the next 5 years gonna be? To my new subscribers, to my new people. Oh, you guys don't know me. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your very first time listening to me on Amazon, on iHeart, on Apple, on YouTube, well, you guys already know me on Spotify. Yes, you guys, to all my day one subscribers, I'm on every platform streaming device. Yes. To all the new people, I need you guys to acknowledge me. Feel it. Feel the power. Feel it. Yes. Yes. You probably wondering, who is this dude? You know, I am Mr. Are you ready? Are you ready for your lover? Yes. I am a filmmaker, a photographer, actor, comedian, about to be best-selling author. Well, me and my son, that is. Yes. I'm a social media, I won't say I'm a social media influencer, content creator, actor, writer, producer, director, proud dad, future husband. I am he, I am him, I am Mr. Acknowledgement. Welcome to Life of a Filmmaker and Photography with your host, your loyal host, Emmanuel Marthal, aka Manny the Money Pusher. I am back, ladies and gentlemen. 5 years doing this podcast. 82,000 subscribers later. Can you believe it? Yes! I'm here. The party is just getting started. We ain't going nowhere. Not for a long time. So everybody keep asking me. Even my new subscribers message me on Instagram, everywhere. So what you gonna do for your 5th year anniversary? Man, my 5th year anniversary, which is today, I'ma spend it with you guys. Yeah, I'ma spend my 5th year anniversary with you guys, because I love you guys. You guys believed in me. You guys, especially the ones that was there since day one, and you still here. Like, what's up? What to all my Haitian side by side? Yes. Where is all my Caribbean family? Yes. Yes. Can y'all believe, like, I'm over here thinking about the next 5 years of this podcast. You know, like the 10-year anniversary. I'm gonna do a big, ladies and gentlemen. My 10-year anniversary of this podcast, I'm gonna do a big. You know what I'm gonna do, you guys? Man, by the grace of God, I will have a professional studio downtown Chicago. Preferably downtown Dallas, not Chicago, downtown Dallas. Preferably in the art district area. You know, with all those people that do all those artists and everything. You know, I love it. I love downtown Dallas, you guys. Downtown Dallas is so huge, so big. It's so many different places that you can go and visit. You got the AT&T district. You got the Klein Warren Park. Like, yo, for everybody who's never been in Dallas, they got a park on top of Expressway. Like, that's how crazy it is. Yes, I'm not over-exaggerating. It's that crazy. Yes, look up Clyde Warren Park. You will see what I'm talking about. Oh, to my new Dallas. I love you guys. I'm here. Oh, my God. But before I continue with this show, I have a confession that I want to make with you guys. Yeah, I really have a confession, and I want to share with you guys. I believe in always being honest, especially to my loyal subscribers. I wasn't going to do the show today. I can't even act like I was going to do it. Yeah, I wasn't going to do the 50th anniversary. I got scared, y'all. Like, I literally got scared. Like, I've been nervous all week. I've been, like, it's been crazy. Like, I've talked to my mentor. Shout out to Mr. Larry Watkins. That's my right-hand man, my mentor, my big brother, and also my future PR person. Oh yeah, that man gonna get me out of a lot of trouble. I'm telling you guys, when I become wealthy, oh yeah, I can just see him right now, Manny. He'll leave on my voicemail or text or voice note. Manny, give me a call and get this message. When I hear that, I already know what I did. I'm like, damn, what did I say now? Yeah, I'm forever grateful, man. Like, I met a lot of dope, amazing people over the years while creating this podcast. And but let me go back, finish what I was saying, make my point. Yeah, I was nervous when I was creating this podcast, this episode today, this 50th anniversary. Like, I remember when I had first mentioned it, like, the 50th anniversary, I was talking about what's my top 5. You know what I'm saying? You should do a segment like what's your top 5 episode, And I do have that. And it's very hard. I enjoy every episode, to be honest with you. Like, I love every episode. But my favorite episode, I would have to say, honestly, is the episode I did with my son. Yeah. That's my favorite episode right there. And the reason why that's my favorite episode, because I interviewed my son. A lot of people like, yeah, your son stole the show. We just want to let you know, your son stole the show. A lot of people was like, man, you should bring your son again. He don't want to do it. He's at that age like, nah, it's not cool, Daddy. It's not cool. Yeah. But he forever asks me for money though. That's what kids do. I love being a dad. And yeah, I was nervous during this show because I was like, oh my God, like, you guys got to understand this. Like, when I first did this show, when I first created this podcast in 2019, I was excited if I could just have 5 active listeners, loyal listeners, and to have this many subscribers now in 5 years, it's like, whoa. And I just want to thank everybody. And I've been thinking, let's say I reach 100,000 subscribers, right? Let's say I reach 100. Let's say I reach 100 subscribers on Anchors, Spotify, Amazon, iHeart, Google. I'm quitting my job. If I get 100, like literally, when I get 100 subscribers on or more on every podcast streaming device, I'm quitting my job. I'm not even gonna do a 2 weeks notice. I'm just not gonna show up. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, every job that I had when I quit, I just don't show up. Like, they get the hint. Don't judge me. Okay. I want my retirement. Yeah, I gotta hit them up and let them know, hey, I resigned. But by me resigning from my 9-to-5 job and doing this podcast, do you know what full time? And when I mean full time, I'm talking about 2 episodes a week, 8 episode a month, what that would do, honestly, like realistically, by me quitting my job and doing my podcast full time, and hey, let's say I get 100,000 on my YouTube also, my YouTube channels. What that does for me, honestly, you guys, give me enough time to do my films. I could be a full-time filmmaker. Like, my backup plan would be my podcast, my YouTube channels. You know, like I got multiple YouTube channels, and you guys could subscribe to me to all my channels everywhere I'm at. Hopefully I remember to post the link of everywhere. But yeah, I can't believe it. Like, I'm on Amazon, you know, like I'm on Amazon. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to my podcast. Go home. You see, man. You see how she paid all of my business? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm having a conversation with y'all, I guess, you know. So I can't believe I'm on iHeart. Like, that's crazy. Like, when I first did my Life of a Filmmaker podcast, I was under SoundCloud. And I did it on YouTube also. So just Google Life of a Filmmaker and Photography. You'll see all of them. And please, people, please subscribe to each and every one of them. You know, like every podcast streaming platform. Google it. Type my name. Type Life of a Filmmaker and Photographer, and just subscribe to it. You know, it's just like that. That will help the cause. I've been getting a lot of people been telling me that they want to sponsor me. And yeah, and that's another topic that I'm gonna talk about also. But yeah, I got like loyal fans who's like, hey, so I'm gonna create a PayPal account. Well, I have a PayPal account that you guys could, like, if you want to see my vision, this channel grow and have me to the point that I can have you guys full time. I'm gonna create I got a PayPal account, I got a Zelle account. I'm gonna put that information in, and let me see, what's the name I'm looking for? I'm gonna create an Apple Pay account and Cash App account. So yeah, you guys could just do the monthly subscribers to subscribe. You know, pay. I'm gonna create a Patreon account too. So it's just like, to all the people that's like paying and supporting and investing into this podcast, you guys will have like a separate link that you guys will hear to be honest with you, I would love to do the show live with you guys, like the group members, the paying members, interact with you guys, and then ask you guys what you think I should talk about for the next episode. You know, like, I want to do something that's so exclusive to the people that's investing their money, not just their time, but investing in their money into this. And another reason why I was scared to do this podcast, I was worried. Like, I was worried that I was gonna lose you guys. Like, you guys would have judged me. And shout out to my boy, Mr. Watkins, and CZ, my boy CZ, for talking me out the cliff. What I came to, because the reason why, because, you know, I get those big companies hitting me up that they want to invest, they want to sponsor this podcast. And you guys know, like, when companies, big name companies, they gotta protect. So I've been thinking, because I wanted to continue being myself, being authentic, because that's the reason why you guys still here. That's the reason why those companies hit me up. So what I decided to do is I'm still gonna be myself, but it's gonna be more professional. You know, like instead of saying fuck, I could use another word. You know, like little to less cursing. Just be more professional. You know, caring about this brand. Because at the end of the day, life of a filmmaker and photographer is a brand. It's my baby. And we no longer crawling, you guys. We walking straight to the piggy bank like, what's up? And like, I love you guys, like for real. Like you guys don't understand like how much that I love you guys. Like I still can't believe it. 5 years doing this amazing podcast. That's crazy. That's like, wow. Like, you know, that's longer than me doing my stand-up comedy. I did it for 4 years and I went to retirement. And another my confession is a lot of times when I get big or more eyes get on me, I run away. And I get in my blockings. I get in my way of my blocking. And I'm not gonna do that no more. I don't have any more fear. Like this is something that I want to do for the rest of my life. And I don't want to give up. Like I don't care that I get 2 million subscribers or more, you know, like I still want to do this podcast. Like this podcast is fun to me. Not only that it's therapeutic, but you guys could see what I go through on a daily level. You know, just imagine that when I get to the point that I'm doing my film, like when I'm on set, right? And I interview people that's on set with me. Like, let's say I'm on set with Denzel. You know what I'm saying? Or Jennifer Lewis. Like, the whole 9 yards. Like, I'm on set with these people and I invite them to this podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like wow, you know, and I'm just excited. Like, I'm really, really excited. And I wanna thank, outside of God, I want to thank the person who made this happen, this podcast happen. And if it wasn't for her, my podcast would never happen. Me doing movies, none of that would never happen. 12 to 15 years ago, I was depressed. I was going through some stuff, and I made a post on Facebook. I don't remember what it was. And my friend Lisa Remsen, shout out to Lisa. I was talking to her right before I did the podcast, and I was thanking her. Like, so while I was talking to her, like when I was going through some stuff, she listened to me talking. And she said, well, Manny, God told me that you're going to be doing this. Like, she said, I'm going to be a future best-selling author. And I was like, what? In my head, I was like, I don't even like to read. Back then, and like, I wasn't reading like I love to do. Like, I love to read, but I wasn't reading a lot. She's like, you're going to be a filmmaker. And I was like, what? You know, like everything that she said that I was going to do. She even said I was going to be a stand-up comedian. And I'm like, I'm a class clown. Comedian? No. You know, like, I don't think I can make a person laugh. You know? And it's so amazing that all this stuff is happening to me. And I'm excited. And hold on one second, guys. Alright. I was texting somebody, and I'm just excited. So it started off with Lisa, kickstarted, manifest, planting the seed that she had a conversation with me, that God told her that all the things that I'm gonna do. Like I'm no like when I tell you that I'm no longer living in fear or anything, I'm just gonna continue following my dreams. Like my dreams led me to Dallas, and I said 3 to 5 years will be a household name. So hey, we got some work to do, you guys. Like I sacrificed seeing my son on the regular. Like I had to move out of Chicago to move to Dallas to follow my dreams. I've been through a whole bunch of obstacles. So I'm here and not looking back. Cause it's like this. How can I tell my son to follow his dream? And my son pay attention to everything that I do. And like I said, how can I tell him to follow his dreams if his own dad can't follow his dreams? You know, like I was forever making excuses why I can't follow my dreams. Right? And people was like, okay, man, you got all this talent. You got all this equipment. You ain't doing nothing with it. Like, your stuff is collecting dust. And I was like, man, you guys don't understand. It ain't like that, you know. But I'm here. So I'm here, y'all. And I'm happy. I'm happy to be here. Honestly, I'm very happy to be here. To be here with you guys. Grateful. So, to all the new people who's tuning in, listen to this podcast for the very first time on other streaming device. You guys want to know? Let me tell you who I am. My name is Emmanuel Marthal. I am a filmmaker, photographer, actor, writer, producer, director, stand-up comedian, future best-selling author. I wake up this morning feeling good. Yeah, come on, sister, sing it. And I created this podcast to invite you guys to my journey. All I ask is you guys put your seatbelt, come for this ride, you know, on this train. My favorite book is also my favorite inspiration, The Engine That Could. I still have that book. And that's who I am. That's the logo of my company, you know, Vitamin E Entertainment. The train. Because trains don't go side to side or go backwards. Trains only go forwards. And that's what I'm doing. And I wanted to create, I know that I'm going to become a star, somebody real big. And I create this platform because I want people to remember how I was from the start to the end. And all we doing is elevating. That's the only thing that's going to change about me. My mindset is going to be elevating, and my pockets. It's going to be elevating. Like, come on. Like, for people who be saying that, like, man, it ain't about the money, it ain't about the passion, they lying, they don't got the talent. Because if you got the talent, you ain't going to be saying, like, think about it. Let's say Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player ever. Have you ever heard Michael Jordan say he got passion? He always talking about he got that drive, that, you know what I'm saying, that discipline, that talent, prove people wrong. You know, like you look at a lot of Muhammad Ali. You look at a lot of these great people who is the best at what they do. You ain't never heard them say they passionate about it. No. They got the skills, the will. People that's talking about their passion is people who don't got the talent, or the people who pretty much gonna be coaching. You know. So I want, like, anything that I do, I want to get paid for it also. You know. So I want to create that generation wealth. And yeah, I came to America. When I was 2 years old. Been doing this film thing since 2010. I produced my first and only movie, put in the movie theaters, and I've done a lot of web series. One web series, live episodes, sketch comedy on web series. It was like a mixture of Saturday Night Live, Mad TV. Like that, like it was just pretty much sketch comedies that I had with comedians and actors. Then I just started doing filming. Like, I didn't go to school for this. Like, everything that I've done is pretty much self-taught, you know. And yeah, I invested a lot of time and resource into my projects. And photography was a hobby. And I was just getting paid for it. I'm like, all right, cool. But really, making films is really my thing. It's making films is something that I want to do for the rest of my life. Doing this podcast, I love it. I get to continue to talk about film, like, especially like I get new film equipment. I can make a review about it. I could have a conversation with you guys. I could interview other filmmakers, content creators. You know, like, just interview people who's following their dreams. You know, like, this podcast is not just about for filmmakers and photographers. Like, this podcast is like a lifestyle podcast. I used to say this podcast is like therapy for me, you know. So I really enjoy doing this podcast. Like, I love it. No complaints at all. This is something that I'm good at, you know. And get out the way. I wanna do a shout out right quick. Again, shout out to God, the Most High, the only one that I will follow. I will never celebrate, worship another God. I always celebrate the Creator. Shout out to Lisa Ramsey for telling me the conversation of giving the seeds to plant my dreams. Shout out to Larry Watkins for always. Now that's a true fan right there. That's a true supporter right there. Like, he listened. He pretty. I would not be surprised if he listened to my past episodes. I'm talking about to the very first episode. But yeah, he's always listened to my podcast and inspired me, telling me how to improve, how to get better. So when y'all notice me getting better from the very first one, shout out to him. He's one of the reasons. You know. Shout out to Mike Watson, my right hand man, my boy, been supporting me in my business since 2007. Shout out to Val Garcia, my other ace, boom, 100 grand. My right hand girl, that's my homie. Much love to her. I always been supportive, real supportive of mine. Shout out to my best friend Angie. She was there when she saw my movie, when she went to my movie premiere and saw how packed it was. Yo, y'all, I had a sold out show when I did my movie premiere. Like, they ran out of popcorn within the first hour. That's how packed it was. Shout out to Brittany Scales, Brittany Rogers, Takeda, people that's been supporting, people that be supporting me. Shout out to Jeff Baylock, aka Cousin Jeff, aka from the Baylock Report. Shout out to David Walker. Been supporting me since day one. Was one of the main actors in my first movie. Like, man, we had so much fun. And on my first movie, like we had literally. I think some episodes I'm gonna put some sound bites of from my films. And shout out to Katie Lowe. Shout out to Teresa A. Moore. Let me see who else I'm forgetting. Shout out to Vernon, my right hand man. Like, that's my boy, my lawyer. You know, who's been protecting me. Who's been very supportive of me, protecting me, keeping me good. Yeah. Shout out to a lot of people who's been supporting me, listen to me, being there for me. Shout out to the future people that I haven't met yet. Yeah, sorry about that. I was texting somebody while I'm doing the show, and I'm honestly, you guys, I'm forever grateful with you guys. Like, oh, I can't forget. Shout out to Ty when I interviewed him with my podcast from Flash Film Media. Like, that's my boy right there, man. Like, yo, you guys, like, this podcast, you guys, is gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, just imagine, because I'm gonna start interviewing content filmmakers, because there's this misconception of a big gap between filmmakers, content filmmakers, and people that make films using their phone. You know, so it's a lot of stuff. And also, I got hit up to do a international project. I can't talk about it yet. So, and it's just a lot of stuff. Again, sorry. Yeah, and it's just like a lot of things is happening for me, and I'm blessed. I'm grateful, appreciative. Like, oh, I can't forget these people. Shout out to my mom. Like, my mom never, in the beginning, my mom was not a big fan of me on my business. She wanted me to be a lawyer. Like, ever since I was a kid, I was telling my mom I'm gonna be a lawyer. Blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. And when she came to my movie premiere, she saw how great it was, how packed it was, how people were saying, "When's the next one?" My mom became a true fan. Shout out to my son, Trenton. That's my boy. I love that boy. Like, when I was doing my podcast, when I was doing my YouTube channels, and me not knowing that he's been sitting on the top of the stairs, well, technically the bottom of the stairs, pay attention. But luckily I wasn't cursing. Pay attention, watching me. Like I said, my son pay attention to everything I do. Watching me set up to the point that I had made a joke. He laughed and he covered his mouth. And I was like, Trenton? He like, yes. Go upstairs. I told him, go upstairs. I'm playing with you. He like, but I wanna stay downstairs and I wanna do the podcast with you. I'm like, what, Trenton? And I was like, oh, maybe later. He like, but I wanna help you set up and clean up. And I like, Trenton, you don't know what you're doing, okay, Trent? He like, I know what I'm doing. And so I was like, okay, show me. This dude literally, I unplugged everything. So he literally unplugged my he plugged the lights, he set up the audio, did it, and I was like shocked, like, oh my God. And I guess that's when it hit me, like, my son really pay attention to what I do. And I did a YouTube channel I did a video with him when I was doing a video about my Cowboys. And so we took pictures and he sat on my lap. He like, hello everybody, I am Trenton. Welcome. Then he wanted to take the credit. He like, welcome to the Trenton show. And I'm like, dude, really, man. And so I just want to say shout out to my son, and shout out to like my other family members. Like, I'm still shocked that 5 years of doing this, like, a whole bunch of people's listening to. Like, I went over the 1 million views. I went over the 1 million listening. Like, having people, over 1 million people listen, like, that's a lot. That's a lot, you guys. Have this many people listen to you and listen to a whole show. Like, what? I can't believe it, man. I really can't. I really can't. And you guys, we just getting started. We getting started, like, man. We're about to get to the point that life and filmmaker, photography, we're gonna be doing this show live. We're gonna be having guests calling in. Like, I'm gonna be having Q&A questions with you guys. And yeah. I still can't believe that, man. Like, I still can't believe it, man. Like, yeah, this many people really celebrating me, really supporting me. I can't believe it, man. I still shocked that, like, y'all should have seen my reaction, like, when I was at work, because I was Val's supervisor, and I'm at the desk just doing my work, not paying attention to anything, you know. I was doing some paperwork. So Val is sitting at her station area, and she over here singing, like, again, I'm not paying attention. She like, are you ready? Are you ready? Got her headphones on and everything. So, you know, I'm like, okay, that's Val being Val, not paying, you know what I'm saying, not paying attention. Until like 2 minutes later, it hit me, and I'm like, hold up, why does that sound familiar? And I was like, hold up, shit, she listens to the podcast. Oh, God. 5 years, y'all. A lot of you guys been rocking with me for 5 years. Thank you. Thank you. Like, I'm celebrating my 50th anniversary. It's with you guys. Telling you guys how much I'm thankful for you guys. Telling you guys how appreciative that I am of you guys. Thank you, man. Like, thank you. And then, like, another great part of doing this podcast, I hit international, y'all. Like, I had people over there in Africa listening to this podcast. I mean, like, cause on my thing it shows like countries, it shows what gender, what phone. Like if a person has an Android or an iPhone, listen to, you know, it showed me the age range of people listening to my podcast, and it was showing like different parts of the United States, what place was listening to my podcast, and it was like, man, Africans been listening to my podcast, the Caribbeans been listening to my podcast, Canada been listening to my podcast, Italy been listening to my podcast, Ireland, you know, Greece, like, and here's something here's a goal of mine that I want to do. And I really want to do this, and I am going to do this. Next year, I'm going on foreign soil, and I'm going to do my podcast in another country. Yeah, like if I go to Jamaica, I'm doing my podcast there. Like when I travel to different places, I'm taking my podcast with you guys going along with me. So I hope you guys got your passport, you know. And man, who knows? Like, it'll be cool that I meet my friends just walking down the street like, hey, look about it, how you doing? You know, like if you see me a lady, just nod your head and say what's up. That's it. Don't try to have a conversation with me if I'm walking with a lady. You know, like, don't mess up my game. Don't mess up what I'm trying to do. You know, but I can just see Mike like that's man. And then Val probably shaking her head, and my boy and Val brother Cece probably shaking his head like, oh my lord. Yeah. What's so crazy? Like, it's been crazy for the past couple months. Like, people who like treating me like wet food stamps coming out the blue. So I'm like, what? Like, That's weird to me. Like, you did a person wrong. You waste a person's time. You pretty much lied to a person. Then you come out like, hey, happy birthday, happy Father's Day. Like, I still support you. Like I want to hear that. Like I never understand how people do a person wrong and then just forget what they did wrong to you, and then just treat you like it never happened. Like who does that? You know? So that's crazy. But man, you know what? I really want to know from all the people, the day ones, what's you guys' favorite episodes? Yeah, whatever you listen to, comment and post. What's you guys' favorite episode? I told you guys my favorite episode. If you got more than one episode, listen, post that too, and say why it was your favorite episode. Awesome, you know. And yeah, 5 years doing this podcast. We on this, man. Cheers to the next 5 years. But you know what, you guys? Like seriously, like, won't it be cold? Wouldn't it be amazing that I have a studio like in the heart of downtown and just doing my podcast and just looking at people walking by waving at, you know, like, won't that be cold? Like, that'd be crazy. Or won't it be cold that I do my podcast? I have my podcast. I'm doing my podcast show on college campus, film with like college students. That's our filmmakers, interviewing them. You know, be on next set, interviewing teachers. And wouldn't it be cool if I interview Spike Lee? That would be dope. You know, or wouldn't it be cool I interview J. Cole? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say J. Cole hit me up and say, Manny, I want you to shoot my music video. And you know, of course I'm gonna say, yeah. And I tell him like, yo, while I'm doing your music video, why don't you get on my podcast? Won't that be cool? Like, right? Let me see. Like, just imagine me with a lot of these actors. Jennifer Lewis, Halle Berry, like all these actors that I'm on, like I said, that I'm on set with them and doing this podcast with them. And not just an audio podcast, but a video podcast as well. That we live. Won't that be amazing? Yeah, right? Mm-hmm. That would be dope. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. That would be dope. I love it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's you know. Wouldn't it be cold if I said today's episodes has been sponsored by, you know. Oh, also, shout out to my company, Vitamin E Entertainment. Yeah. Shout out to Emmanuel Martha Films, Vitamin E Photography. Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know what's next, but I know it's something big. And I know you guys gonna be there. That's all I know. You guys gonna be there for the ride. Meet new people. Enjoy life. Create more content. Oh, also, happy Juneteenth to everybody. I was having a conversation with a couple people that were saying that to me. They were like, so how you celebrating Juneteenth? And I was like, well, I don't celebrate that. And then people got offended. I'm like, well, I'm not African American. So, you know, my independence is January 1st. So I already have my Independence Day, you know, so, and I just celebrate my Flag Day, and I just celebrate Caribbean month. So, yeah, like, I'm glad that I'm off, that I could do this podcast. Because I ain't gonna lie, it would have been hard for me to do this podcast on my anniversary on the day I'll have to work. I would probably have to do a pre-show, like do a podcast, then load it up on the anniversary day. You know, so I'm looking forward to a lot of big things. I really am. The sky's the limit. You know, and let's see what's next. But yeah, like I said, I get 100 subscribers on all my platforms. Yeah, it's over. I'm not even gonna think about it. Like, oh, I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna go in, fill out my resignation letter, and I'm just gonna be good. Just to do my business full time. Do my podcast, do my YouTube, and do my non-profit organization, giving back to the community, helping people, doing whatever God has me to do. Just do it full time, you know, not having that 9-to-5 stressful job just holding me. You know, like, that will be amazing. I mean, technically, I can quit my job right now if I decided, because the number of subscribers that I have. But I ain't gonna do it. I wait for that 100,000. Yeah, yeah, that money gonna help me build my professional studio. That's the long-term goal, is for me to build my portfolio Hollywood studio in Texas, in the DFW area. And then my second location of my studio is in Canada, Toronto, Canada. So I will have an American studio and I will have an international studio. And I will quit photography. I just take photos, like when I'm traveling with the family and friends, like that, or when I'm just traveling around the world and posting on my social media. But I won't do think about it, like, why would I want to do photography by being wealthy? You know, like, nah, that would be a good look. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to everybody that believed in me. Thank you everybody that supported me. I love you guys. I love each and every one of you guys. I will not let you guys down, and I will never give up. One love, 2 fingers, and I'm out. Peace. I love you all. Thank you for the love and support. Bye.